Oh, it's recording. Shit. Hello, Chris. How you doing? This is other Chris, obviously. Okay, now if you look at what I've got here, this is basically the test title. This is like our template, and this is some special code that we've got in 3D Palace for our free tutorials. Yeah. Now what I've done is I've been a bit sneaky. All our free tutorials now, if you look at the link, don't know if you can see this or how well you can see this anyway. In the bottom left-hand corner there, they're linking to. I'll just copy link location. SugarSync. Yeah. That's SugarSync there. Now, what this means is it's not using our bandwidth, which is cool. However, the problem is that we have to put all the SugarSync links into this bloody thing. And what we also need is a description for each tutorial. Here's the descriptions here. And a pretty picture. And the name of the tutorial. In this case, 3ds Max Basics, yeah? I mean, this is really, really basic description here. And what we need is something a little bit more descriptive than this. Now, what you're going to have to do is basically go to the forums. Let's see if I can even remember where my forums are. This is embarrassing. Hang on. There we go. So you're going to have to go to the forums. You're going to have to basically do a search on each tutorial and see if you can find any original blurb or what people have said about them and put together a description from this. I'm not going to be a reliable source of information for this. A lot of these tutorials I recorded a long, long time ago and never ever even thought about since they've been put up. I mean, I can't even remember what most of these are about, let's be honest. The ones that we have left are the ones that I haven't culled. They're basically, you know, there's some that are a bit weaker than others, but nonetheless, they should still be kept. They're not that bad. Now, when it comes to the information and how I'd like you to store it for the moment, I'm trying to make the back interface a little bit easier. So, what I'd like you to do is go low tech here. I've just opened Notepad. Okay, and you're going to put in description. Here, okay. Short one. And that's going to be about 100 words. Okay, then you put description 2. No more than 300, 400 words. Okay, I need a nice picture. Now to get the picture, download the last part of each one of the sets and then do a screen cap of it and then just resize it to 640 by 480. You can do that in Photoshop, Word, whatever you want. Okay, the picture format will need to be name of tutorial .jpg. Okay, and then I'll grab that and put that in this. Thread. Now then, what you're going to do is you're going to make a thread on 3D Palace. I'll make sure you have permission. Now, as you can see here, where it links to the tutorial after you put the application and the tutorial name. So, tutorial name, application. Don't really care about the author that much. That can be put in the description. Under the comments, that's tutorial. Sorry, that's the forum link. Okay, you make that link by making a thread in the forums. Okay, later on you'll go back once this page has been created, or I'll go back and I'll add in a link that links back to this. So they're basically linking to each other, but people can then comment about the tutorial that way rather than having to comment in WordPress, because WordPress isn't the most secure environment for people to comment in. Finally, links. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. I need you to pull the links down off SugarSync. Doesn't sound too difficult. It's a little bit time consuming. That's why I'm asking you to do it. What you have to do is, and I'll nip across to SugarSync just to quickly show you. I'll give you the account for SugarSync, don't worry. Log me in. Here we go. Right, so if I go to the web archive here, and then here's all the tutorials here. They're already stored on. There's a couple that you can't add in. Okay, these are kind of only added as backups for people, but don't worry, we'll come to those. If it looks like a commercial set, just don't bother writing a description for it. So let's say you're going to the Chaos Scorpion. So we'll click on that to open it. So here's all the parts here, yeah? And the files. I don't know what's in here. It's probably more of the same. Yep, here's the max files. Now, you can't just link the directory, otherwise all that happens is when people link on it, they're going to go to this page of SugarSync, and we lose them from 3D Palace. And if we lose them, then obviously we lose any possible revenue, we lose them coming back to Palace, and we lose any comments. So what you have to do is go to part 1, click Share, copy and paste this link into your blog or website, so I'll click Copy. And then under Links, part 1, that's part 1. This is now shared, yeah? So basically if someone flops it in the top here, it'll just start downloading straight away without any of this nonsense. If I just hit Control J, you can see there's part 1 downloading there. Okay? Saves us a whole world of grief doing it this way, which is a lot better. If you just close once you've done this, and then go to part 2, click Share. It's important to get them all in order and try and make sure that you're getting these, obviously, the right ones. Oops, I accidentally sent it to nobody. So, again, just pull this out, do that, and so on, okay? So eventually you'll have links for all of these parts. And then, if you do it for the first one and send me it, I'll just make sure it's going across okay, and I'll put it into the web interface for the first one just to check it. If you think you're going to be okay with doing it, I'll then show you how to add it straight into the web interface, and that'll make things a little bit quicker and easier for you as well. Alright? Hopefully this won't take you too long. Best thing to do, I suspect, is just put on a bit of Metallica or something else and just, you know, plod on with it, and hopefully you'll be done before you know it. Good luck. And thanks very much for helping us out here. I really appreciate it. It's something that Alan and I really need to get done, and we just don't have time to do ourselves. I mean, this masterclass is just taking up a ridiculous amount of time as it is. Okay, any questions, get in touch with me on Messenger or on IRC. If you don't know how to get on IRC, well, I remember it. The server is irc.freenode.net port 6667. So if you have Merc or any other IRC client open, you would type /server irc.freenode.net port 6667, hit return, and then once you're in there you'll do a /join #3D Palace, and that's it. Okay, best of luck, see you later, bye bye.